morning and thanks for joining us on Frhstv. I'm Gianna Croza.
And I'm Josh Fenton.
And Josh, this weekend we had a big weekend full of sports.
Yes, congratulations to all of the teams that won.
Yeah, and we will have more details later on in the show. Now let's get on to our announcements. Can you please rise and say the pledge to our flag? The Catholic Youth Club will meet Wednesday during QRT B and C for a guest speaker in room 238. All members are encouraged to attend. A representative from Northern Westmoreland Career and Technical Center will be here on Wednesday, February 12th during QRT in the library. Please stop in counseling to sign up for a session.
The writing lab is available today in room 220 with Mrs. Bowers. On Tuesday in room 223 with Mrs. Leopold. On Wednesday in room 226 with Mrs. Babel. And on Thursday in room 223 with Mrs. Leopold. If you need specific help on an assignment, you can email the teacher listed to set up an appointment. If you are looking for scholarships for school, there are a few coming up that you may want to apply for. One is the Westmoreland Sports Hall of Fame Scholarship. There are 2 scholarships, one female and one male. You must be a high school senior with a GPA of 2.75 or higher. You must complete a brief essay stating why you are deserving of the award. The application is due by February 15th, 2025.
Another scholarship is First Commonwealth Bank Scholarship. This is for high school seniors attending a college or university. The students must have a 3.0 GPA. Applicants also must complete an application and an essay detailing how they have made a difference in their community and how that involvement impacted their community and life. Entries are due at the close of business on February 28, 2025 at 5 p.m.
If you are interested in crocheting or knitting, the Magic Yarn Club will meet on Wednesday during QRTC in room 227. The club is working on creating hats and wigs for kids fighting cancer. Please see Mrs. Garda if you have any questions. Blessings Beyond Borders will be hosting a Blue Out game on February 4th. They're selling t-shirts for $15 today and Tuesday during QRT. Now, let's check out the sports.
Thanks, Josh. It was a great weekend for Panther sports. Let's start off with Friday. The cheerleaders made a run for states as they competed in the PIAA state competition. They breezed through prelims and advanced to the semifinals. They ended up 15th place in the state. Congratulations to them. Let's turn to basketball now. The boys played against rival Latrobe on Friday at home. It was senior night and teacher appreciation night. The team also held a special ceremonial tip-off for our own Caden Brush, who is battling leukemia. It was a great moment and certainly memorable. Once the action started, it was senior Connor Crossy who led the team. His final layup shot gave the Panthers the 73-71 win in overtime against the Wildcats. Connor scored 38 points in the game to help lead the Panthers to victory. Finally, our wrestlers headed to Peters Township to the championship meets in the Whitfield tournament. They had a hard-fought victory in round 1 over Thomas Jefferson. Franklin then faced off against the number 1 seed Connellsville and clinched the championship with a hard-fought win. The final score was 32-25. They brought home the championship Whitfield title. They'll now move on to states. With so much action happening this weekend, we wanted to talk to athletes from each sport to see how they're feeling after such huge accomplishments.
Go ahead.
Hello, here we have Connor Crossy, Sydney Nguyen, and Titus Colangelo. Congratulations to all of your teams on your athletic achievements this past weekend. Now, starting off with basketball, Connor, what emotions were going through your head with it being senior night before and after the game?
I mean, senior night, we always want to get a win. It's just what we want to do. And the first off, the ceremonial tip-off with Caden, the emotions are high, just all that type of stuff.
Gotcha. Were you definitely feeling sentimental, would you say?
Yeah, a little bit, but I was trying to lock in, all that stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just prepare for the game.
No, that makes sense. How did you fight through any anxiety or nerves you were having throughout the game as it got closer and closer and then went into overtime?
So I've played basketball basically my whole life. I know the feeling throughout the game, the nervousness, the tensionness, and it's just playing the game through all that, and just you have to hold in your emotions and just play the game.
That makes sense. Now, Sydney, you're a senior as well. Can you tell me about states
super ecstatic to even be able to given the chance to go to states. We definitely had some bumps in the road along the way, so we were just super ecstatic to even be there and then perform so well at states. We were so happy to see all of our hard work pay off, and as it was our first time going in 5 years for the Franklin Regional Cheer team, so we were just really, really happy to even give me the opportunity. As a senior, there's no other team that I would want to compete with one last time, so it felt really good to kind of leave it all on the mat.
Oh, that's amazing. Can you tell me about the work your team has put in to get to this point?
So with our competitive team at the high school, we truly put in more work than people recognize. Having over 4 hours of work a week, including games that we have to cheer on for the basketball team and things like that. Practices are very hard and difficult, so we truly do put a lot of emotional and physical work into that for team.
Gotcha. And now for our wrestling team who placed first in the Whitfield. Titus, how did that feel for you, winning the Whitfield and having such an important match?
It felt very good. Console's a pretty darn good team, so to go out and upset the #1 team, Console felt good. They're good top teams.
Gotcha. What was going through your mind before you got on the mat? Were you pretty focused?
I was pretty focused. I was pretty calm because we had already beat TJ, so we kind of locked in our spot. So we weren't really that nervous. It was pretty exciting match.
Can you tell me about your plan for states? How are you going to move forward with this mindset of that focus and hard work?
Yeah, we're just gonna keep on working hard. We've been working hard the whole year, so I think we can do some damn good.
All right, we're going to head back to our sports segment to close the show. Thank you all for being here with me. In our sports matchups for today, there is only one. The girls basketball team will take on Armstrong at home starting at 7:30. It is senior recognition and teacher appreciation night. Good luck to all of our athletes.
Thank you, Carson, for that sports update. This week for lunch, today you can have General Tso's chicken or the Italian bar. Tuesday you can have a beef enchilada or the burger bar. Wednesday you can have a hot turkey sandwich or the breakfast bar. Thursday you can have toasted cheese sandwich or the Asian bar. And on Friday you can have a chopped cheeseburger hoagie or the Mexican bar. For breakfast this week, tomorrow you can have breakfast pizza. Wednesday you can have an egg and cheese burrito. Thursday you can have pancakes with syrup. And Friday, you can have bacon and cheese on an English muffin. Reminder, every day for breakfast, you can have assorted cereals or toast. Have a great week.
Thanks, Carson, for that sports update.
And thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your day.